Imagine sailing across a vast, unforgiving ocean to start a new life in a land of promise. You build homes, plant crops, and welcome the first English child born in the Americas. But then, silence. In 1590, when a supply ship finally returns to the Roanoke colony, they find a ghost town. No bodies, no signs of struggle, and no houses. The only clue left behind is a single word carved into a wooden post: Croatoan. Where did 115 men, women, and children go? Did they join the natives, or were they victims of something far more sinister? Today, we dive deep into America's oldest cold case. The year is 1587. Queen Elizabeth I wants a foothold in the New World. Sir Walter Raleigh organizes an expedition led by John White. Unlike previous military attempts, this group includes families. They land on Roanoke Island off the coast of modern-day North Carolina. Hope is high, and soon Virginia Dare is born, the first English baby in the New World. But resources are low, and tensions with local tribes are rising. John White is forced to sail back to England for supplies, leaving behind his daughter and granddaughter. He promises to return in months. He didn't know it would take 3 years. The Anglo-Spanish War breaks out, and every English ship is drafted to fight the Spanish Armada. John White is stuck, watching the days turn into years. Finally, in 1590, he makes it back to Roanoke. It is August, his granddaughter's 3rd birthday. As his boat approaches the shore, he sees smoke rising. He shouts for them, but there is no answer. When he reaches the settlement, his heart sinks. The palisade, the defensive wall, is still standing, but the houses are gone. They hadn't been destroyed. They had been dismantled, as if the settlers had moved in a hurry, but with a plan. Then he finds it. On a tree near the entrance, the letters C-R-O are carved. And on a prominent post of the fort, the full word, Croatoan. Before White left, he had told them that if they were forced to leave, they should carve the name of their destination. If they were in danger, they were to add a Maltese cross. There was no cross. White believed they had moved to Croatoan Island, 50 million south, where a friendly tribe lived. But a massive storm prevented him from searching. He was forced to return to England, never seeing his family again. For centuries, this was where the story ended. But modern science has uncovered more. In 2012, researchers examined a map drawn by John White, called the Virginia Pars map. They noticed 2 small patches of paper covering parts of the map. Using X-rays and imaging, they looked beneath the patches. They found a hidden symbol of a 4-pointed fort, located 50 miles inland at the mouth of the Chowan River. This site, known as Site X, has yielded fascinating artifacts. Archaeologists found English pottery styles that date back to the 16th century, pottery that wouldn't have been traded. Does this prove the settlers moved inland to Site X instead of Croatoan Island? Then there are the Dare stones. In 1937, a man found a stone in a swamp with a message supposedly carved by Eleanor Dare, John White's daughter. It claimed that the settlers were attacked and most were killed. While most of the subsequent stones found were proven to be hoaxes, the very first stone, the Chowan River stone, is still debated by some historians. If real, it tells a story of misery and death. But if they weren't killed, where are their descendants? Genetic testing of the Lumbee tribe in North Carolina shows European DNA and family names that match the Roanoke Lost Colony list. Could the 115 settlers have simply integrated into Native American society to survive? Let's look at the darker theories. Some suggest a Spanish attack. Spain claimed all of Florida and the coast, and they hated English pirates settling on their land. Did a Spanish fleet find them and wipe them out? Records show the Spanish were looking for the colony, but there's no record of them finding it. What about the Zuniga map? It's a secret Spanish map that shows settlements the English didn't even know were recorded. It adds another layer of espionage to the mystery. Or perhaps it was a local conflict. Chief Powhatan, the father of Pocahontas, allegedly told Captain John Smith years later that he had ordered the slaughter of the Roanoke settlers because they were living with a rival tribe. But historians doubt this. It might have been a political lie to intimidate the Jamestown settlers. And then there are the fringe theories. Ghost stories of the Gray Man who warns of hurricanes on the Outer Banks. Some even suggest a temporal rift or supernatural disappearance, pointing to the lack of graves. How can 115 people leave not a single skeletal remain? The Roanoke mystery isn't just about a lost group of people. It's about the birth of a nation shrouded in shadow. Whether they perished in a massacre, starved, or found a new family among the native peoples, their legacy remains carved into that wooden post. Croatoan stands as a haunting reminder of how fragile life was in the New World. What do you think happened? Did they move to Site X? Or were they absorbed by the Lumbee? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more American mysteries. Until next time, keep questioning the history books. This is the American Mystery Channel.